Lovely. Okay, so I just opened up Reddit and saw a Helldivers thing, so we can talk about Helldivers. As I'm recording, and when you see this, or when this video is going out, the Warhammer War Bond has not yet come out. I don't know that much about Warhammer, and I don't really like the Legendary bundles because they are tie-ins, and because, like, I like Halo. I love me some Halo, but it just feels weird using the Halo stuff in a non-Halo game. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to get the Warhammer pack, but maybe we'll see. Especially because I just don't know enough about Warhammer. And also, the Truth Enforcers pack, as far as I understand it, is actually, like, in-universe cosplay. Like, there are, like, the war bonds, the equipment is, for the most part, is based off of something or has some lore to it. But that is not the case for... That is not the case for, what's it? Sorry. Yeah, that's not the case for the, Truth Enforcers. It is literally just, like, a sort of made-up thing. So the idea of, like, having cosplay armor is, you know, not crazy, but it just feels like cosplay armor, you know? That being said, I spent money. I was like, oh, I'm only gonna pay $20 to get super credits because the game was gifted to me, and then I spent $20 more dues to get more super credits. And I was like, well, you know what? We'll see if I do want the War Bond. I bought, Urban Legends, or whatever, because there was some stuff I wanted there, and, I was just like, I don't want to grind, and I also picked up the Warrant. I want to see Judge Dredd, but Judge Dredd, the movie, like, I can go and buy it somewhere. Dredd, which is the 2012 remake, is free on YouTube with ads. I watched The Fifth Element free with ads on YouTube, which was good. But I want to watch Judge Dredd before I watch a remake. I saw somebody say that the remake was, like, really, like, slept on or overlooked or whatever, and I that might be true, but I want to see the original first. But yeah. I just saw somebody... So I haven't been following it along too long. I really like... I almost really love what they're doing. I almost really, really, really love what they're doing with Helldivers. In terms of, like, it feels like you have an impact on the world, on the game worlds. Like, things are happening, and you are actually having a meaningful impact on them. But, I mean, does it really, though? Because it does kind of feel like to some degree, it does feel like it's up to the masses and not to you, which honestly is not a great feeling in general. It's like, well, it doesn't really matter what you think, it matters what the majority of people think. Or, where they want to put the station, or how many people. I love fighting the Illuminate. Honestly, the bots may be slightly easier, at least, like, I'm mainly doing, like, difficulty 4 right now, so, like, I haven't fought everything, but, and I think probably the bots are easier, and the bugs are also probably easier, but, and the sentiment that the squids are annoying, I get it, I understand it, and it's not, it's true. They can be kind of annoying, but, like, I don't like seeing the fucking, map just, eaten up by the void every once in a while and just being completely unable to change things, and it's like, well, like, I see what they're doing. Like, you have, like, 2 planets, there's, like, the entire squid front, and then there's 2 systems with, there's 2 systems, one that has mindless masses, one that has appropriators. The appropriators are setting up exostorms to bring the system into the void, and then mindless masses, they're just clearing out the area. They're clearing out the area so that they can bring the appropriators in to set the stuff up. And I don't know, it would be really nice to do stuff, but it also seems like, there needs to be, like, people hate fighting the squids, so nobody's going to fight the squids. And so the people who do actually enjoy fighting the squids are just doing so for a hopeless fight, and it's just like, well, that kind of sucks. But then we also have, like, and I don't know, I gotta look up, because I didn't play Helldivers yesterday, but apparently, right now we're fighting the ASS, the Automaton Space Station, which is their equivalent of, trying to find it, which is their equivalent of the DSS, the, Democracy Space Station. And, yeah, so we're trying to find that, and apparently there was a tip-off, like right now the major order is to liberate X-45. In order to do that, we have to liberate Vega Bay, so that we can then get access to liberate X-45. Supply lines and all that bullshit. They also had some strategic orders of, like, oh hey, go to Klaska and liberate that, or fight this invasion because they're because they have, like, resources there, or it'll disrupt them, or whatever. And yeah. Everybody was doing the thing and not the major order, and it was kind of weird. Well, I guess not weird, but it's just like, for one thing, we won the phase 1 and 2 of the major order, or the campaign, so, like, we're guaranteed for that helmet reward, but yeah. Also, I know that I'm just running around, and I haven't seen the thing, so we'll try. Frozen Hills. Okay. I think this planet is only Frozen Hills. Sorry, I got a Discord thing. Ah, there we go. But yeah, so I don't know. I think they've talked about doing some upgrades, and I think like they've slowly rolled or started trying to roll some of them out. Just like game development is such a thing. It's like, yeah. Being open about development and being, like, trying to set goals, I think is a good, admirable thing that people don't do enough of. Also, I mean, it has to, like, you have to understand that software development is more complicated, I think, than people give it credit for. It's kind of the vibe that I get. But also, it's not just, like, software development, it's also art. You know, usually with huge teams, so there's a lot of things, there's a lot of moving parts that can get shifted around. So, like, I think they do want to have a more dynamic, like, war map, where, like, you actually have to, like, take over tiles or something, instead of, you know, doing whatever. I think there's a lot of that could be interesting, but and I think there's probably a lot more things they could also do that are interesting, more mission types and etc, etc. But there's a lot of there's things they gotta prioritize and whatever. I don't know though. Well, I also tried out the Warrant, and I've heard that the Warrant is great. I tried it on Mindless Masses, which I don't think is really the place it will shine, but I was unimpressed.
It's a gorgeous day in the space lane.
And like, I don't know. I just can't imagine. I don't think I imagine it targeting weak spots. It's like it is Judge Dredd, the Judge Dredd pistol, basically. And it has homing lock on, or it's inspired by it, absolutely. Yeah, so far I'm still enjoying Helldivers, so there's that. Anyway, till next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.